Hi, my name's Natalie, welcome to Fitfully Vintage. Today I'm going to show you exactly how to create this perfect pin-up pageboy hairstyle. There is a little cheat, so stick around if you want to know my secret. Ha ha ha. Don't forget to click the like button if you like this sort of thing. Share it with your friends, click the subscribe button and that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Okay, so we're going to start by separating the back of our hair from the front of our hair, because in this style what's so great about it is you only have to curl the front and side sections of your hair. I'm just going to use my backcombing or teasing or smoothing brush, whatever you want to call it, to section the back of my hair off. So it's from the crown to my ear on each side. You don't need to be super pedantic here with the amount of hair that you separate, but you want to make sure there's more at the back than at the front and the sides. So this is the section we're going to curl, and this is the section that's going to form the pageboy. So I'm now just clipping the front section of my hair up and out of the way, and then brushing the lengths of my hair so that they're nice and smooth. I'm just going to tie this bit out of the way for the moment. Okay, now I'm going to take down all of this hair and curl it in about inch sections, and I'm going to clip each curl to cool using the sectioning clips just from Sally's. You can use bobby pins if you want to, but they're quite tricky to take out, or you can use pin curl clips, which are the shorter double pronged version of these, but I'm using just these sectioning clips. I'm going to clip each curl and just allow it to cool. You need to split the front section of your hair into three and make a parting at the arch of each eyebrow, so you have three distinct sections, two sides and a front. You're then going to part each section horizontally for your curls. So what you want to make sure you're doing is rolling your hair over the tongs in a flat fashion. You're not twisting as you go. We want flat ribbon-like curls. So you put them over the top of the tong and then wrap around so the hair stays flat to the end, and then roll in if you can, because you want to get the curl to the root or as close to the root as possible. Now I'm using conical shaped tongs here. Ideally you would have a straight barrel, but if you've got conical, don't worry about it, you'll see we can do it. Straight barrel tongs obviously just give a more uniform curl, but really if you've got conical tongs it doesn't matter. You can just allow the curl to fall onto your thumb, or if you let it go completely, don't worry, you can just pin curl it back up again. Make sure if this does happen that you tuck the ends of your hair in. We don't want any straight bits. And pin. I'm going to continue doing these curls down the side sections and clipping them to cool, and then finally the top section, starting from the back and working my way forwards. Okay, so in total I have 9 curls in my hair, 3 on each side and 3 at the front going forwards, all of them rolled under and in a flat ribbon style, so they're not twisted at all, flat like a ribbon, not twisted like a rope. And the most important thing here is to wait until your curls have cooled. This will set them and allow you to brush them and style them as much as you like. So I'm just going to go and wait for these to cool now. Okay, my curls have cooled completely now. I curled my hair and then I did loads of things. It's been about an hour. I know for a fact that they are 100% cool. I highly recommend that you leave a space in between curling your hair and taking it out. Maybe curl your hair and then do your makeup and then get dressed, just to give your curls a chance to really cool down, because there's nothing more frustrating than having slightly warm curls and brushing all of your hard work out. It's really, really annoying, so just stick with it, let your curls cool completely. Now on to the most important part of this hairstyle, fixing in that pageboy shape into the back of your hair. How are we going to do this? I hear you ask from afar. With a bun form, or a bun donut, or a bun sponge. I bought mine from the pound shop. Now you'll see this isn't a normal size one, it's a big one, so try and get one of the large ones if you can. If you have thinner hair, I guess you could use one of the normal size ones or a medium size one, or even a roll that's used for a Gibson tuck. I will maybe put a link down in the description there without being promoted for it. I'll try and find a link for you. They're just long, straight kind of bun sausages. that are a little bit smaller than this, but I want quite an obvious page boy shape, so I'm using one of these nice big ones, and like I said, I just got it from the pound shop. Now a page boy is a U-shaped big bulbous wave at the bottom of the style, and so we're going to affix this donut, which I've cut in two, in a U-shaped fashion behind your head. I put my hair up at the back because I really want to make sure that this is fixed in nice and tight, and to do that I'm going to place each end behind my ear and then fix in a bobby pin diagonally that way, and then another one from the other side that way. Oh, it's not really working because they're not on my head, so there are two bobby pins crossed behind my ears, and this should hold the foam in place nice and securely. I'm going to do that on both sides, behind both ears. Now you don't want to place the bun donut too close to your head because you'll need to make the dent before the wave. So you can see I'm just going to hold it up to where I'm going to secure it, and you can see there's a gap in between my hairline and the bun form, or the bun sponge, whatever you want to call it. Right, so I'm just holding it at the back at my right ear and then securing with bobby pins as I showed you previously. I'm pushing the bobby pins quite hard, kind of quite vertically actually, so they're going up into my hairline almost. So it's a diagonal, but it's a diagonal and vertical at the same time. Does that make sense? Kind of. And you want to make sure that you're crossing your bobby pins over. This will really hold the bun sponge nice and firmly behind your ears. You can see it does take a couple of goes because you've got your hair up. It's a little bit tricky to secure the bun form in. So the bun donut is not tight against my head because we have to have that nice dip before the hair flows out and over the form. Another really important aspect of the pageboy hairstyle is the smoothness from the crown over that wave. So before we even style our curls, we're going to take down the back section of hair and just make sure it's really nice and smooth from the crown down. I'm just using my smoothing brush here, but you can use any type of brush. Just make sure not to dislodge that bun form. Okay, so not only is the wave really important, but that dent right before the wave is really kind of iconic in terms of the hairstyle. We're going to create this with sectioning clips. So you need to smooth your hair from the crown down to where the bun form or bun sponge is, and then where it makes the U shape, you're going to follow that shape with your sectioning clips and attach your hair down, and then we're going to spray it and hopefully it will stay and give that illusion of the wave. Okay, so smoothing down and putting in sectioning clips around the shape of the bun sponge. Now I do a pretty terrible job actually, if truth be told here. I think I needed to start a little higher, but I didn't have a mirror to look in. Hopefully you will have a mirror that you can see the back of your head in, but I suggest starting up quite high with your sectioning clips at the side and then following around that U shape. Once you have got your clips in place, then give it a big old spray. The spray will wet your hair, and then as it dries, that dent will form. Once you have your hair spread equally over the bun sponge and section clipped down, you're going to take a tiny elastic if you have one, or two in fact, or a normal size elastic band if you can't find those tiny little ones, and you're going to make little ponytails. Split your hair in two whilst keeping it covering the bun form. Just do as you can see on screen, and make two little ponytails very close to the ends of each half of your hair. You're then going to push these ponytails up and under the bun form making sure all the time to keep your hair covering and spread across that bun form. Then you secure with bobby pins vertically, so the little ponytails will keep the ends from being a pain. They'll stop them from poking out, and you can much easier secure your hair up and under that form with bobby pins. I like to put a few in both vertically and horizontally, just to make sure that that hairstyle is going nowhere. You want to wrap your hair as tightly as you can around the sponge without ruining the dent that you are making with your sectioning clips. It's a bit kind of push me pull you, really. You don't want to ruin one bit by making another bit perfect, so just be careful with regards to pulling your hair tight across the bun form, and make sure you don't pull out that dent, because you want to keep some form of a dip or a wave in the back of your hair there. Right, now for the curls. They are completely cool, that as I've said 1,000 times now, sorry. I'm going to take all the clips out and brush through my hair. Now it's at this point in your hairstyle that you will have a few options ahead of you, depending on what you're feeling like or what your hair is feeling like doing. You could go for a nice big pin-up 1950s swoopy S-wave if your hair looks like it's going to play ball, or you can go for a more flat 1940s look, which is what I'm going to do here. I want the pageboy to continue round to the sides, so I'm going to pin curl the side sections of my hair up and behind my ear, placing the pin curl over the end of the bun sponge and then vertically bobby pinning that down so it looks like a continuous roll. I'm going to do that on each side, so pin curl each side up towards the roll, nice and high behind my ear on each side, and then pin that in place. It's quite secure because you can push the bobby pin into the bun form, so it holds really well. In these styles, I really like it when one side is pulled quite taut behind an ear and clipped back, so I'm doing that on my left side, just pulling the hair nice and tightly back. I'm going to section clip my fringe to the lengths of the front section of my hair and then do another pin curl here. With the sectioning clip, it holds my fringe in place and I can then quite easily incorporate it into the roll. So just pin curling towards my head, and then when I get to my hairline I can take the sectioning clip out because my fringe is all incorporated, and it only takes a spray and it will be nice and secure. I like to pin this from the back as opposed to from the front. When I pin from the front I always end up seeing the bobby pins, and I really don't want to, so a couple of pins from the back pushed forward really holds it nice. And here's the view from behind. You can see that nice U-shaped horseshoe pageboy effect. Very good. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you liked the video. Don't forget to click the like button if you did, and share it with pin-up mamas everywhere if you think they need some inspo in these strange times. Thank you so much again. Bye. Did you like this video? I hope you did, and if you did, why don't you check out this video and this video for more easy to create beautiful pin-up hairstyles.